The Queen is today in studio with us to tell us more about her musical career and latest projects. Queen Noma, very good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good to have you. You look dashing, by the way.
Thank you so much.
You bring in color and glow into the studio so early in the morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
All right, first of all, let's just take us through who Queen Noma is, where you come from, and how you found yourself in this musical industry.
Okay. As you rightly mentioned earlier, I'm a multifaceted individual who's basically involved in many things. My primary occupation, I'm a businesswoman, and I'm very diverse in that sense. I'm involved in property, education sector, different things. But I have a special passion for music, particularly, because it's something that's very dear to my heart. And so today I'm here because I have a record label called King's Records, as well as the fact that I'm busy promoting my single, which is called Mama Wami. Mama Wami is a song that I've done as a tribute to my mother, who just recently passed away. It's a way of me basically honoring her memory and giving tribute to all that she was and all that she is. It's not only for my mother, but I'm doing this song basically to honor mothers, because I'm recognizing that mothers are some of the most selfless individuals who contribute so much to the development of humanity, but they do not get enough roses or flowers while they're still alive. So I just feel that it's so important that while we have our parents, we celebrate them. So on my side, I'm just giving her a tribute. She's not here, unfortunately, but while she lived, I served her. But now, even in her death, I want to continue to honor her legacy.
Gosh, what a beautiful tribute.
I tried.
Wow. And just listening to this song, this beautiful song in the background, I get a sense that it's infused with so many different flavors. Like I'm picking a bit of piano, I'm picking a bit of pop there. So how would you classify your music?
This particular music is basically a combination of Afro-tech and a bit of piano, but lyrically, the inspiration of the lyrics is basically good, clean music, which is uplifting and as well as inspirational. I would put it in that sense. But definitely a fusion of piano and a bit of Afro-tech. That's what I have put in together in this particular song called Mama Wam.
And I heard somewhere that you're actually a pastor. And I'm wondering in my head, and I know we're having this conversation off camera, and I'm just wondering in my head that how would your congregants or members of your church take it that you are into music and you're singing piano, Afro music and non-gospel music while you are a leader of the church?
You are so funny. But hey, I must answer you. I'm on live TV. So I've got so many facets to myself. But I want to make sure, if you listen to the words are basically, they're very clean. The message is positive. If you listen to the words, it says, Mama, you taught us to believe in God. You taught us to trust in God. So most of the things that we're saying in this song, and most of my music is mostly to glorify God, mostly to inspire people and to empower them and point them to inspirational success towards their lives and pointing them to their Creator as well. So there's no contradiction with my music. And besides, gospel, or rather the gospel, is not so much about the beat. The word gospel means good news.
Good news, yes.
So as long as whatever you are saying lyrically is a projection of the good news, you have not departed from basically portraying the message. And secondarily,
so basically the messaging is in the lyrics.
The messaging is in the lyrics. And
so the beat doesn't really matter, because the beat can appeal to different people with different preferences and flavors.
Exactly. And I'm basically mentoring thousands of young people through some of my educational things that I do. I'm giving out bursaries throughout the country. And what I've noticed, the people that I am appealing to bring them into the path of where they can get a sense of self-discovery, and know their Creator. In knowing their Creator, they can unleash who they truly are and their hidden potential that would enable them to be great successes in life. So I feel that I have to speak a language that is contextual and relevant to them without departing from the fundamental core of who I am. So this is a synthesis of what I do and how I am and who I am, basically.
I like that. And you've also established a record label and, paying tribute to some of the young people who've been disadvantaged previously.
Yes. So my record label is predominantly orientated towards helping people, predominantly from the disadvantaged communities.
Yes.
Just like what I was doing this year, where I was giving bursaries to children that are coming from disadvantaged communities.
Wow.
I've made it in such a way that if you're musical as well, you've got another gift outside of the academic endeavors that I was assisting them to achieve. I've also made it such that if you've got musical abilities, but you're coming from a disadvantaged background, we would basically take you through a program where we assist you so that you have an opportunity. I'm particularly very protective because of what I do. And so what I've done is I've just wanted to create a platform that is going to give these young people a safe space. Because if you know, as I know, entertainment is one of the areas where many young people are highly exploited, highly taken advantage of, particularly those that are coming from the rural areas, because they come to Joburg, they don't know anything, they get advantage of. But some of them, they have to do carpet interviews in order to get into the record deals. So there's so many things. My endeavor today is to basically open a label to enable those kids to have a safe space where they can grow, pursue their dreams, and yet achieve what they want to do without compromising themselves.
You know, Queen Noma, I always say to people that you haven't really lived until you start making a difference in people's lives. When you're born is not the time where you live, but you only live when you've inspired at least one life out there. At least somebody says they did not give up because of your influence. So I quite like what you're doing. What really inspires you, pushes you to help other people, especially the young people in this industry?
I know what it means to be disadvantaged. I know what it means to have no ability, to have a big dream, and yet not even see how that would be possible. I am here because somebody helped me. And I want to be that person who pays it forward by helping other people. So in my endeavors to basically pay back to society, because I've really been blessed. I want to give tribute to God. He's helped me and connected me to the right people who held my hand until I got to this level. And I feel it's every person's obligation who has been given an opportunity in life, a break in life of whatever industry that they belong to, that they would go back to their roots and go and help another person, because it's our responsibility as we transform society to keep in mind that we are where we are because somebody else has held our hand. And that's basically what I'm doing. I want to make a difference, because we can be endowed with everything that we want for a personal benefit, but life is not worth a living until we make an impact to other people. That's how our legacy will basically carry on, even long after we are dead. And that's what I endeavor to do. I want to make a legacy that will honor other people, serve humanity, and make sure that as I go through life, I've done my part, so that when I come before God, I can say I tried.
At least
I
you've
did my
discovered
best.
your sense of purpose. You discovered your sense of purpose. You know what your purpose is, because each and every one of us here have got a certain purpose. So the onus is on us to discover what that purpose is.
That is correct.
And I understand that you've been invited, on so many global platforms as an international speaker to sing at some, big stages across the world. I mentioned that you've traveled to Albania, Greece, Europe, and all other countries. So how's that experience been?
It's been wonderful. It has been an honor and a great privilege to basically have been involved in these great platforms that I've been given. It's an honor that I don't take lightly. I've been exposed to so much, and I've met so many great people, and it's not something that I take for granted. It's an honor, because mostly when I go there, I'm representing not only my family, I'm representing the nation, because most of the time I would have an interaction with people from all over the world. And so it is a great honor and a privilege, and it has taught me to recognize that my life is not my own, actually. My life is there to serve others and to make sure that I live the best that I can, into portraying the best that I can for myself, for my family, and my country. And so it has really been an honor and a great privilege to have been exposed to all these platforms. I thank God for that.
Queen Noma, I love chatting to you. I wish we had more time.
We don't have time.
So much I need to ask you. But thank you so much for joining us. And for those who want to bask in the glory of your wisdom and maybe perhaps book you and get more details about the record label, how are you contactable?
So I am contactable. We are available on all social media platforms. I am contactable on my Instagram. I'm coming there as Queen Noma, Queen_Noma 1. You can find me there. You can find me on Facebook as Queen Noma. You can also find me on Twitter as Queen Noma. On TikTok, I'm available at Queen _Noma. So all of those platforms will basically lead you into finding more about us and about our label and how you can book and interact with us. Thank you so much.
All right. All hail the Queen.
Oh, really? Yes, thank you, sir.
Great chatting to you. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Well, that was Dr.Noma Mbeki, a musician, an academic, an international speaker, pastor, entrepreneur, TV talk show host, amongst other things. And she was talking to us about a musical career, of course, and her future plans.